If he had something to fear, you think he would have went and sat in the office with Reggie and Sergeant Reynolds and the lawyer and to get that money? Who's to say that money wasn't for good looking, y'all? Y'all did it. Good looking, Orlando, for standing there. You ever thought about that? That Orlando and Keefe D and them got that 60,000 for being a decoy? Is that possible? They said it was for them to go and testify for Suge in his trial. Can you imagine if Orlando was the shooter? You would trust this nigga to get on the stand and say something in your favor? You think if you was Orlando and you killed Tupac, that you would be trying to walk in anybody's courtroom for any goddamn thing? Nigga, I don't want to go to court for child support. You telling me I killed Tupac and I'm gonna go and go to court and testify for Suge to help him get off on a violation. And I shot him. And I'm gonna be able to sit up on that stand and look at this nigga in his face and say, nah, that nigga Suge was trying to help me, man. Like, I'm not gonna be able to show in my face that I shot this nigga and killed Tupac. If you ain't from the street, then I understand that you would believe that. Right? And then think about this. When Suge see Keefe D, when he come home from jail, that's 5 years later. 4 years, maybe 4 years later, right? Reggie knew the night that Pac got shot that allegedly it was Orlando. Because remember, he called his father and told his father that night, yo, Orlando and them did it, right? And he wasn't at the fight, he wasn't in the caravan, but Orlando and them did it. That don't show you that allegedly that was the story that was created. That was the alibi that was created. The nigga Reggie told Frank the lie about saying that Orlando tried to take Pac chain. You don't see the play? And then Reggie is cool with Keefe D for years, decades after that. Suge seen goddamn Keefe D after that several times. And you telling me, as ruthless as these niggas was allegedly, all the niggas that got killed, nothing happened to Orlando and nothing happened to Keefe D in Compton over these years. And then when Orlando get killed, it ain't got nothing to do with death row. And y'all want to think Puffy has something to do with this? Come on, man. Now I'm going to do y'all one even better. This right here, to me, seals the deal for me. This right here seals the deal for me. Check this out. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. I will be using this content under fair use as research in the Tupac Shakur murder case, as well as the Dwayne Davis Keefe D murder trial, to comment, to criticize, and teach, as well as researching and news reporting. I am using this as fair use to criticize, to comment, and for news reporting, as well as research. Now, right here, what you have is two Compton cops talking, right? And they talking about Tupac, they talking about Orlando, right? And see if this makes sense to y'all, right? Now, this is two Compton cops, not LAPD. These are Compton cops that know Reggie, that know Reggie Farver, that know Orlando, that knows Suge, Reggie. They know everybody around because they've been around, right? Now, for years until his death, Orlando always stated he never had anything to do with the murder of Tupac Shakur. He said he felt like he was in a scapegoat, right? And now, if you old enough to remember, you know that he said that. If you old enough, if you're not old enough to know that, go Google Orlando Anderson interview about them asking him, did he kill Tupac? Right? Now, Reggie Wright Sr. was the first person on the scene when Orlando got killed, right? And they trying to say that when Orlando was shot, his last words, he gave a dying declaration, said, I killed Tupac. Bro, you tell me a man that his whole time that he's been uh, accused of killing Tupac, that never been indicted on it, never got indicted on it, right? Never got arrested because they knew that he wasn't at the scene of the crime, right? Who always said he never did it and he felt like he was an scapegoat, right? You telling me the day he gets shot, don't even know if he gonna die or not, right? He don't know if he gonna die or not. That he gonna sit there and confess to killing Tupac, not knowing if he gonna die or not. He might get to the hospital, get stitched up, and live, and just because he's shot, he gonna say, "I killed Tupac," right? Like as if he knew that he was gonna die, right? That comes from Reggie Sr. allegedly, right? That he gave a dying declaration saying that he killed Tupac. Why would he say that when he always said that he never did it? But being that he died and those people, those cops was at the scene of the crime and he died, they gonna tell us that he said, oh, he killed, his last words was, yo, I killed Tupac. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. If you don't like it, why are you watching? Let me get you out of here. I hate when stupid ass people come on my in my comments. Oh, yo, you obsessed with another man. Oh, yo, you keep talking about this. If you're not privy to me talking about this over the years, and you don't know that the trial is coming up, and if you don't like it, don't watch. Don't come in here start crying and bitching. Just don't watch. That's it. That's all you got to do is just don't watch. Okay? That's it. But I blocked you then, so you ain't got to worry about it. Right? Anyway. Like I was saying, why would Orlando give a dying declaration saying that he did something that he said his whole life that he never did? Isn't that just so convenient for the people that want to put it on him? Right? Especially when there's nobody standing there else to hear this. Like, get out of here. But this what I'm getting ready to show you right now. Under fair use. So I could comment, criticize his research and the Dwayne Davis murder trial. Shout out to Michael Pandulo and the team over there. Something else for you to consider. Right? Check this out.
But when they say the shooting happened there at the car wash hamburger stand, Alphalandra and Willowbrook, that area. But he was found on the one street just
over.
Yeah. And the first person on the scene, Randy, was Reggie Wright.
Imagine that.
First person, man. And he was shocked when he saw myself and Pilcher there at first. The first unit to show up, undercover narcotics officers.
Wow.
I
did not know.
Yeah, and he was dead. They shot him up good. That's why I say there's conspiracy there where possibly he followed and called, okay, he's over here. Let's do him in. Let's get it done.
Wow.
All right?
Now, I'm not saying it. They are saying it. That allegedly it's a conspiracy that his pops may have got Orlando killed. Those are Compton cops, detectives from the drug aspect of the force, right? From the drug unit, right? They are saying it is a conspiracy that man followed Orlando and told niggas to kill him allegedly. I don't know. That's some Compton politics that cop on cop got to handle. Don't be mad at me for showing something that they said, because I know how dangerous y'all niggas are. That's ill. But they talking about Orlando getting killed over there, and Reggie Wright Sr. being the first one on the scene, and they are second on the scene as the drug unit, right? I'm gonna bring it back.
But when they say the shooting happened there at the car wash hamburger stand, Alphalandra and Willowbrook, that area. but he was found on the one street just,
Over.
yeah. And the first person on the scene, Randy, was Reggie Wright.
Imagine that.
First person, man. And he was shocked when he saw myself and Pilcher there at first. The first unit to show up, undercover narcotics officers.
Wow.
You know?
I did not know.
Yeah, and he was dead. They shot him up good. That's why I say there's conspiracy there where possibly he followed and called, you know, okay, he's over here. Let's do him in. Let's get it done.
Wow.
All right? So then there's another write-up that Ray Richardson got a dying declaration from Orlando Anderson. And
What did he say?
real
I
funny.
killed Tupac.
Something like that. Yeah. Okay.
You see how funny that is to them? You see how this cop was able to predict what the dying declaration said? Because they know allegedly. They know allegedly is bull crap, bro. Right? Like, yo, this is creepy, bro. That, you know, people take oaths to protect and serve and turn out to be criminals like Reggie Wright Jr. and trafficking drugs and money laundering. And that's no alleged. He's been convicted of it, right? Can you imagine all of the drug dealers that got robbed by crooked cops? Niggas done ran up in niggas' houses and robbed them and they didn't even arrest them. Don't be mad at me. This is your own police that's saying that. This is your own people that worked with y'all that's saying this. So please do not be mad at me for your own police officers. Call them up and be like, yo, why did y'all say that? Don't be mad at me for reporting on the news.
Wow.
You know?
I did not know.
Yeah, and he was dead. They shot him up good. That's why I say there's conspiracy there where possibly he followed and called, you know, okay, he's over here. Let's do him in. Let's get it done.
Wow.
All right? So then there's another write-up that Ray Richardson got a dying declaration from Orlando Anderson. And
What did he say?
real
I
funny.
killed Tupac.
Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Ray Richardson never showed up. I don't remember him being there.
That was never. Oh. I don't know.
So,
Once again, now you got a guy who's saying they got a dying declaration from Orlando Anderson. And you see how this dude, he like, I killed Tupac and just died like as if he didn't, like he knew he was going to die. Like he couldn't have been took to the hospital and then patched up, lived, and they would be like, oh, you told us you killed Tupac and got arrested in the hospital. Like, I didn't mean to say that. I thought I was going to die, right? Like, who does that, bro? Come on, y'all. Use your brain. Why y'all keep trying to put it on these people? Because they're not here no more, right? And then you saying the guy that gave you the dying declaration, this guy was there. He's saying the guy that y'all saying that said he gave it to, he wasn't even there. Yo. But it gets better. Check this out.
Shot him up good. That's why I say there's conspiracy there where possibly he followed and called, okay, he's over here. Let's do him in. Let's get it done.
Wow.
All right. So then there's another write-up that Ray Richardson got a dying declaration from Orlando Anderson. And
what did he say? I
funny.
killed Tupac.
Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Ray Richardson never showed up. I don't remember him being there.
That was never. I don't know.
So, yeah.
Kind of crazy times, man.
Yeah,
and that was also 98, right? I mean, that would be like 2 years later, right? Almost 2 years later.
Almost 2 years later.
And I always say, how did Suge Knight, even though he went to jail, how did you ever let that dude walk the earth? If that was your dude, if you just shot me and my car up and my moneymaker
on borrowed time, somebody was getting paid.
God,
somebody was getting paid and working with.
Y'all see what I'm saying? Now, if the police, who knows all these guys and know how gangster it is out there, right? If the police is sitting there and saying, yo, if you Suge Knight, even if you was in jail, how is this guy walking around if you shot me and my money maker? All right, 2 years later, how is this guy just walking around? Right? If they are saying this, bro, the police is saying this, you telling me Suge walks out of an LA gang and see Keefe and be like, yo, what's up? They conversating, they talking, this, that, and the third, and you telling me you knew this guy is the one that shot you and killed Tupac? Y'all niggas is sitting around talking. Fast forward, Reggie is still friends with Keefe D, right? Hooking him up with interviews with the Art of Dialogue and Cam Capone and all these different platforms, calling the nigga on the phone. Hey, KBD, is Tupac's anniversary. Woo, 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 woo. Having a meeting with Keefe D in Orlando and giving the nigga 60 bands. Him going to testify for Suge in his parole hearing. But the police is sitting there saying, how the hell is this guy just walking around Compton and he shot Suge and killed Tupac? And how is he just walking around, bro? If they saying that, and you telling me Reggie is cool with Keefe D all these years later, for 30 years, them niggas are still friends. He calling this nigga phone. What? Still talking about your free Keefe D? What? But she'll tell you Orlando wasn't the shooter. And y'all don't want to believe him. If it don't make sense to the Compton PD that know these dudes, what are y'all talking about? Some of y'all is just, I'm just going to chalk it up to that y'all have no streets in you. Yeah, y'all don't have no instinct. Like, y'all have no intuition whatsoever. Y'all, man. Let's continue, right?
That's why I say there's conspiracy there where possibly he followed and called, okay, he's over here. Let's do him in. Let's get it done.
Wow.
All right. So Then there's another write-up that Ray Richardson got a dying declaration from Orlando Anderson. And
what did he say?
real
I
funny.
killed Tupac.
Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Ray Richardson never showed up. I don't remember him being there.
That was never. I don't know.
So, yeah.
Kind of crazy times, man.
Yeah,
and that was also 98, right? I mean, that would be like 2 years later, right? Almost 2 years later,
Almost
I think.
2 years later.
And I always say, how did Suge Knight, even though he went to jail, how did you ever let that dude walk the earth? If that was your dude, if you just shot me and my car up and my moneymaker.
On borrowed time. Somebody was getting paid.
God.
Somebody was getting paid and working with someone.
Well, you just look at who he ran over.
Me.
Just look who he ran over. Get out of my way. No?
Oh, see, that's another.
That's going to be for life for him.
I had an informant that helped me bust the 60 kilos. All right? And guess whose dope that was? It was Keefe D's.
Oh, there you go.
Right? So I paid off this informant, a good amount of money. Now, the person who had to sign off on that was over the Special Investigations Unit, SIU. Who was it? It was Reggie. Okay, so but when
Now, what's the chances of that? What is the chances of that? The real fake, what up? Thanks for the gift badges, all y'all. Kwame Jeezy, what up? Kwame Jeezy. I just got a question for y'all. Do that make sense to you? Orlando going, not knowing if he gonna live or die, he gonna confess to a murder? I'm just asking. That makes sense to y'all? If you still believe that Orlando Anderson bullshit ass story, and you don't believe Gaddafi saying that the driver was light skinned, if you don't want to believe K-Dub telling you himself that he ran up to the car to check on them, even though you didn't hear that from Frank or Edie or whatever, he's telling it to Ben Crump, a lawyer, on TV that he did that. And you got the dude, William, that the officer, I think his name is William, that was up in the Maxim on the parking deck that see the guy run up on the BMW and then get back in the car and take off. Right? That's all I'm gonna say. I'll be back with more. I'm gonna leave y'all with that to think on. All right? Joke no joke, you already know. Hit that like if you're new here. Subscribe to the channel. All right? Deuces.
Yeah. Jack Brown. You know what it is. Keep on hating. You know what it is. Never did I think hip-hop go this far. Never did I think I see Diddy behind bars or Kells. Penitentiary scars. The Man Act. Is it going too far? Back. Y'all industry rats, y'all whack. That's 100 on Pyro. You'll be trapped like Pac. The go viral. Jeans sore, the nuts of gyro. At the freak off and Diddy too. But plug shopper, free door stopper. Nigga, you don't know if you a criminal or a cop. But you're next to be locked. Ask Keefe D. Telling on yourself on Vlad TV. You dumb nigga, right? You'll never be me. And I never be you too. Telling on you too. Sitting on the step, giving up myself. What the fuck I look like? My name G-Dap. Comb legacy doom. Will the bad boy see time like loan? Your extortion fell through. You friended no one like the moon. What did you do? Sat back and watched him get groomed. Only badge in the room. You and wifey drunk the juice. Saw the check for Pac's life. And his back right. Guess it's bad boy for life. Or should I say same gang? You the same lane. That did he let hang. And now he chain gang. Damn, you rocked him, fella. Didn't you? For the mozzarella. Did it for Wolf and his mother. D-Ferg and Kurt Burrow. Nah, nigga, you did it cause your ass ain't thorough. And you ain't from the boroughs. Joke, no joke. You know what it is. This one's for the whole earth. You know, when they get disrespectful, I just go to the booth and kick the truth to the young black youth. Joke, no joke. You know what it is. Keep on hating. You know what it is.
Joke, no joke. Yeah. It's joke, no joke. Joke, no joke. Chicken joke, no joke. Joke, no joke. Niggas joke, no joke.